In order for a country to keep peace and order within its borders, it must invest in a good military system. Hundreds, if not thousands of men and women voluntarily get into military training in order for them to sharpen their skills in readiness to deal with hardcore criminals. These individuals are expected to be highly intelligent and showcase physical and mental fitness that is very key in helping them take down criminals that are out to ruin the lives and properties of the people that these troops have sworn to protect. Different troops use different training methods, and each has a way of making themselves stand out from the thousands of forces around the world. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Forever Green. In this video, we will showcase 15 most elite special forces in the world. And you should stick around for number 1, as we will leave you in awe at how far these noble soldiers are willing to go
2-2 covering fire, 2 civilians, 12 o'clock.
In order to make the best defense for their fellow countrymen. They are brave, ready, and deadly. Some of these world-class elite troops will absolutely blow your mind away.
Fire!
15. Joint Force Task, JTF-2. This special force unit was created in the wake of the First Gulf War and serves as Canada's elite counterterrorism task force. The journey to becoming a member of JTF-2 is far from easy. JTF-2 training emphasizes not just physical strength and endurance, but also a candidate personal traits with special attention paid to maturity, confidence, integrity, mental toughness, team-oriented attitude, and an extraordinary sense of self-discipline. However, the operations of this elite special task force are kept secret, that little is known on the details of the training process. We do know that it starts with an intense physical fitness pre-screening test, and that the few who pass follow it with 7 months long highly secret segmented training program, with their main goal being to thwart possible terror attacks. Their operations in Afghanistan are highly safeguarded, and not a word is said of their secretive activities. We can summarize that JTF-2, tough, demanding, and very real training turns soldiers into highly valuable life-saving components against terrorism across. What kind of training do you think they undergo, which has to be kept this secretive? Let us know in the comments section below. 14. Pakistan Army Special Service Group, SSG. Also referred to as the Black Storks. But why the name Black Storks? Because they wear this special headgear that makes them a little unique compared to other special forces. Special Service Group, SSG, is the Special Operations Force of the Pakistan Army that's responsible to deploy and execute 5 doctrinal operations, namely, counterterrorism operations, foreign internal defense, dissent, reconnaissance, and unconventional warfare. The Special Service Group came to light after they bravely marched into a building and rescued more than 35 people that had been taken hostage from the military headquarters. So, what does it take to be in Special Service Group? Well, in order to qualify to join the force, you have to complete a 5-mile run in 40 minutes and run 5 miles in 50 minutes. Even more interesting is that you have to wear full gear while accomplishing these tasks. The Special Service Group then goes through a rigorous training, and some members are even sent to the United States for additional training. In order to qualify to go to the United States, officers must have served a minimum of 5 years in the Pakistan Army. The Special Service Group are nothing short of effective. During the Pan Am Flight 73 hijack, this elite troop courageously and swiftly rescued the passengers with minimal damage. In another incident, an Afghanistan school bus was hijacked, but the Special Service Group was able to rescue the children in 20 seconds. Yeah, you heard that right, 20 seconds. Within these 20 seconds, they were also able to take down the 3 terrorists involved. It is without a doubt that the citizens under the protection of Special Service Group are in good hands. 13. Marcos, India. Marcos is short for Marine Commandos, and this force is among the deadliest special forces around the globe. Marcos boasts of owning the most well-equipped sniper and assault rifles and real-time war equipments. Marcos are trained with a method close to that of US Navy SEALs. They also train alongside British SAS for further training. It is clear that they want nothing but the best skills, and that is why they take a step further to train with the best. They are also expected to complete a compulsory training at guerrilla warfare, CIJW, in Varenke. After US Navy SEALs, Marcos are capable of operating in all types of environments, including air, sea, and land. Marcos has steadily acquired experience and a reputation for expertise over the 2 decades it has been in existence. Marine Commandos and the US Navy SEALs are the only special forces that have mastered the art of effectively fighting in water bodies with full-fledged ammunition. Marcos was created to conduct special missions such as counterterrorism, special reconnaissance, hostage rescue, personal recovery, and unconventional warfare. Like all forces, no big mouths are allowed here. Extreme secrecy must be maintained at all times. 12. US Navy SEALs. The US Navy SEALs remains to be considered the best elite operation forces globally. Their high competitive standards for training just to get in is to swim 500 yards in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. They are precise to the seconds. You must be able to do 42 push-ups in 2 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. 2 minutes. How many push-ups can you do in a minute? As if that's not enough, you must be fit enough to complete a 1.5-mile run in 11 minutes. There is no slacking around. It is very competitive to get in, and to develop into a SEAL has been defined casually as brutal. The training consists of elementary underwater annihilation, free-fall jump course, and SEAL prerequisite exercise before an additional 18 months of pre-deployment preparation is conducted. SEALs provide extremely specialized personnel, with extreme inspiring tactical competences comprising of direct action combat, special investigation, counterterrorism, and overseas interior defense. The US Navy SEALs boast of the field trainers and high-end technology. 11. Special Forces USA. The United States Special Forces was founded in the June of 1952 with their headquarters at North Carolina. The major roles of the Special Forces include to teach and guide unconventional warfare forces in an overtaken territory and conduct foreign internal defense. The Special Forces are dedicated to liberate the oppressed, as is clearly stated in their motto. The United States Special Forces were also branded the Green Berets, after their unique service helmets that were specially requested by President Kennedy in the 60s. The United States Special Forces also perform the tasks of direct action, special investigation, information operations, security force support, stand against terrorism and insurgency. Their operations emphasize language, culture, and training skills. They are known to be proficient with numerous advanced warfare weapons. Their soldiers are rough and ready, but their snipers are the deadliest assassins, as they are not the kind that miss. 10. The GIS of Italy. The Gruppo di Intervento Speciale, GIS, is the Italian Special Forces. The GIS is known in English as the Special Intervention Group. It is a branch of the Italian Armed Forces who are in charge of the military and civil policing roles. The GIS was created in 1978 with the roles of a police tactical division and acquired the special operations role in 2004. They have their headquarters in Livorno. The main roles of the GIS are to fight against terrorism operations and to execute dignitary protection security. They are confined in hostage liberation and takeover of territories held by terrorists. They are highly trained to counter this dangerous attacks with efficacy in the use of different weapons. They are known for their advanced shooting pros, high techniques with explosives, guerrilla tactics, and assault on aircrafts. They are trained to act clinically in the presence of hostages. They boast of a prowess marksmanship. This basically means they are very, and I mean very accurate when it comes to shooting. You wouldn't want to cross the path of one of them. 9. British Special Air Service. The SAS is an elite force division of the British Army. It was created in 1941. They are considered to be the world's best fighting force and are as well similarly sharp and proficient in all other fields. It is here that most forces take their notes from. The US Delta Force, for example, was formed after some time had been spent with the British Special Air Service. The SAS is made of only the best of the best, and the choice procedure is one of the toughest in any army in the world. They are without a doubt well trained, and their training is quite effective in their various operations. They have carried numerous operations including the Second World War, the war in Afghanistan, Iraq, and helped the US Special Forces in the raid in Syria in May 2015. The US General Stanley McChrystal admitted that the Iraq War would not have been conquered without the input of the SAS. They are not the best for nothing. They sure have done it all. The SAS is comprised of 4 distinctive squadrons, A, B, C, and G, with every squadron comprised of about 60 men. In every squadron, there are 4 troops with different specialties. They have numerous tasks, which involve specific training. Counterterrorism, a task delegated to one squadron on 6 months basis. Others include intelligence gathering, forward air control, close protection, and training foreign militaries. Before we move on to our next special unit, I have a short challenge for you. Leave us a like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, and you will win 10 years of incredible luck. Try it. It works. 8. Sayeret Matkal of Israel. The Sayeret Matkal, simply known as the unit, is the most prime special force of the Israeli Defense Forces, which is trained to level terrorism. It is made up of highly trained and greatly intellectual operatives who played key roles in most of the counter-terrorist attacks performed by Israel. The Sayeret Matkal are also tasked with hostage rescue operations in Israel, dangerous intellect collection during wars, and reconnaissance operations. They have played an important role in making sure the Israelites are safe by countering Palestinian terror attacks. One of their greatest achievements was in 2003, when they rescued a taxi driver who was kidnapped by Palestinians. Poor Elijah was found and rescued from a 10-meter deep pit in an abandoned factory deep in the suburbs of Ramallah. The recruitment of the Sayeret Matkal is conducted twice a year in a tough selection camp, Gibush, over several sleep-deprived days. One of their recent highlights is the 2017 penetration into Syria to plant a listening device in a conference hall of Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant external operations personnel. The soldiers are expected to be physically fit and highly intelligent. 7. The National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, GIGN, France. The National Gendarmerie Intervention Group is the foremost special force of the French National Gendarmerie. The GIGN was created in 1973 after the Munich massacre and restructured on September 2007 to form a unit with 3 parts, namely the Intervention Force, Observation and Research Force, and the Security and Protection Force. The GIGN is comprised of an instruction chamber, a leadership group, 4 troops each with 20 operatives. They are highly trained in shooting, advanced marksmanship, given an airborne study, and fighting trainings. The GIGN has been involved in more than 1,000 actions, rescued more than 500 hostages, put behind bars more than 1,000 suspects, and killed more than 11 terrorists. One of their remarkable highlights was the freeing of schoolchildren taken by the Somali Coast Liberation Front in Djibouti in 1976. The GIGN has since specialized in taking down Somali pirates without breaking a sweat. Their motto is also one that will melt your heart. It states, "To save lives without regard for one's own," and it is without a doubt that they live by it and deserve all manner of accolades for the good job that they do. The GIGN likes to keep its profile low-key, and according to the French law, it is prohibited for one to publish pictures of the faces of the members of the GIGN. You could face serious criminal charges, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want that. The GIGN is nothing short of tactful, as seen in the successful recapture of the Grand Mosque in Mecca back in 1979. 6. Polish GROM. The Grupa Reagowania Operacji Manerowiga, GROM, is the most elite special forces among the Poland's 5 special operation forces. The GROM is simply known as the Group for Operational Maneuvering Response, which also means Thunder, described after their tactics and speed. The GROM was initiated on July 1990. The operatives of the GROM have to undergo several grueling psychological and physical trials before they are chosen. They are also subjected to a truth test, which they must pass. The GROM performs counterterrorism operations, including hostage liberation, unconventional warfare, and direct action. They are expertly trained to deploy advanced warfare weapons, medical expertise, and military disciplines. 5. Unidad de Operaciones Especiales, Spain. The Unidad de Operaciones Especiales was created in 1952 following the British Special Air Forces (SAS) example and inspiration to become an elite force. It has since 2009 been known as the Naval Special Warfare Force. This unit is supposedly said to be comprised of 100 operatives, structured to form 3 operative groups. The Unidad de Operaciones Especiales and the current Naval Special Warfare Force is well known as one of the best and most elite exceptional forces in Europe. The operatives are trained in naval skills including combat swimming, shipboarding, marksmanship, and craft navigation, among others. 4. Snow Leopard Commando Unit, China. The Snow Leopard Commando Unit is the most technical forces tactical division in the Republic of China among the People's Fortified Forces. This division was created in December 2002. They are specially trained and tasked with fighting against terrorism, unrest regulation, kidnappings liberation, and explosives disposal. The Snow Leopard Commando Unit operatives are only selected among armed forces who have served a time of 1 or 2 years. They then undergo grueling physical training, driving, and weapons training. They have participated in several counter-terrorism exercises, like in 2007 with Russia. They have also been in Afghanistan and Iraq to protect the Chinese personnel. 3. Special Air Service, New Zealand. The New Zealand Special Air Service are the most elite division among their defense force. The NZSAS was created in 1955 with the motto, "Who dares wins." Their special duties include observation and investigation, direct action, performing special operations, and to counter terrorism operations. Since their creation, they've been deployed in several warfare-saving situations. They worked with the Australian Special Air Service in the Vietnam War. In 2009, they directed the counterinsurgency operations in Kabul, working with the Afghanistan police. They take pride in their operational experience and professionalism in the strive for excellent performances. Their selection is not only from military personnel, but also civilians are allowed to apply. 2. GSG-9, Germany. The Grenzschutzgruppe 9, simply known as the Border Protection Group 9, are the specialized police division of the German Armed Forces. The GSG were created in 1972 after the Munich genocide during the 1972 Olympic Sports. The games were interrupted by an extremist group from Palestine, known as the Black September, who kidnapped and murdered 11 athletes and a German officer. Their most prime roles include liberating hostages, helping in cases of kidnappings, counterterrorism, and conducting high-risk arrests. Since their creation, they've been deployed in several counterterrorism and hostage liberation operations, like the 2008 Mumbai attacks in India. It's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber wondering about these soldiers in their combat uniform, which looks like stormtroopers in the famous Star Wars franchise. I mean, doesn't it? If you come across a mysterious photo online and want us to look into it, just send it over and we may even feature it in our future video. Now, we looked into this picture and are excited to reveal to you that indeed, there exists such an elite group of special soldiers who are well conversant with both unconventional and conventional warfare. Trust me, I wouldn't want to meet their wrath. Would you? And this takes us to our number 1, Spetsnaz. Alpha Force Spetsnaz is the most elite group in the Russian military. Their training is sometimes described as a combination of mostly expertise utilized by the US Superior Forces, Rangers, Delta Force, and mostly for the Naval Spetsnaz, the Navy SEALs. We've already seen some of the intense practices of SEAL training, and Spetsnaz uses these and some other highly effective yet rather unorthodox methods. One drill carried out by Spetsnaz involves trainers firing live ammunition directly into the chests of recruits wearing body armor. This practice is meant to prepare recruits for the real possibility of taking fire. Those safety precautions may be in place on military training grounds. That doesn't mean instructors shy away from realistic scenarios. This Russian Alpha group was founded in 1970 and became famous after they invaded Afghanistan. They remain one of the deadliest troops to date. They are known to act mercilessly and with great vengeance when taking down criminals. In the battlefield, drastic measures are taken, and sometimes these measures do not sit right with the general public. In 2002, the Alpha Group found itself under great criticism when they chose to use chemical gas to take out militants during the Moscow theater hostage crisis. This move unfortunately led to the death of 129 hostages. The collateral damage was too much, don't you agree? And that's it for the 15 most elite special forces. Which of these armies would you try to avoid meeting? Let us know in the comments section below. And in the case you like this video, you should definitely check out our video on the most advanced vehicles in the world.